What's up, yeah? Here to talk about yet another loss. I know what you're thinking. Oh, but we beat the Rams. That's not a loss. It's a fucking loss, man. We lost Justin Forsett for the year. We lost Joe Flacco for the year. He tore his fucking, I think it was his ACL or his MCL. One of them. One of them shit. It's like we can't get a break, man. We finally get a win and lose what was the only good thing about the team. Ain't that a bitch? Man, I think I I didn't really have confidence in the team before, but now I really don't see much happen. He leaves Joe. I mean, when Forsett left, when Forsett got hurt, like I saw that shit, it was like it fucked his arm up. It's the Rams, man. Come on, fucking Rams. Like dude, Greg Williams. I think that's his name, Greg Williams, the Bounty Gate motherfucker. He, I didn't want to believe it, but like, come on, Joe Flacco doesn't get hurt. He like think, come on, Joe Flacco does not get hurt, and he's out for the season. Really, it's a little bit more coincidence. Forsett, like his arm was like outside the like. It was I can't. I'm not the only one to describe it. If you want to see it, you gotta look it up. And it's like we can't even win a game without feeling like we lost it. Oh my God. I don't even want to think about when we gotta go play Seattle. We have fucking Matt Schaub as the starting quarterback. Oh. But let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. Shit, I don't even know where to start. The offense was inconsistent as usual. I was expecting Chris Givens to have one of his best games. Ended up having his worst game. Dropped like easy pass. He dropped like a couple easy passes. Let the ball go straight out of his hand. One of them almost got intercepted. Man. And the defense played way better than me. I thought that like I knew that the run game wasn't going to be really like that much of a factor, but I thought that it was going to let guys like I thought like Case Keenum was going to get off. Or I honestly thought that. Turns out to be the opposite. But they still let guys run wide open down the field. Jimmy Smith still get calls for like a 49-yard penalty. That's another thing, man. Penalty. I think they had like 130 some yards on penalties alone. I don't even think the Rams had that many yards like by their damn self on offense. But some calls were just flat out bullshit. I think that the rule for what's the shit called? Like when you run past the line of scrimmage and you throw it. I think that's a dumb fucking rule. They say you gotta be cross the finish, like you gotta be the finish line. The line of scrimmage, your whole body gotta be off the line of scrimmage. So if your whole entire body is across the line of scrimmage, but like you're like the back of your heel is on, like still on the line of scrimmage, then it's not a flag. That's fucking retarded. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. And they got away with one on that one. But yeah, their offense didn't really do much. Todd Gurley was like pretty much stuffed on every single play. That's what the Ravens do on every running back. Like you think that you're gonna run this team It's not gonna happen. I think like I think we only had like 200-yard rushers this year, and both of them got it on like special circumstances. I think the first one was Le'Veon Bell. Only reason he got that 100-yard rushing game is because like they went to overtime. In regulation, they held him under 100 yards. Went to overtime and he had like a long run. I think the other one was Chris Johnson, and he had like a 62-yard run when he was wrapped up and down, and they let him get up and run. But that's besides the point. They did exactly what I expected them to do in the run game. The corners played pretty good. I don't know, they played better than, but it's the Rams, man. They had Kenny Britt and Wes Welker and a bunch of tight ends. But the defense played, like the front seven at least. I know for a fact that the front seven played, did their shit. Especially Upshaw. Upshaw had he had his first sack of the season. He had a couple forced fumbles. It was Upshaw, Brandon Williams, and CJ Mosley. All three of them just doing their thing the whole game. And I think that was the reason that the Ravens won that. Because on offense, the offense is so, I don't know. I think this was the first time that I watched the game and I looked at Joe Flacco and was like, man, you suck. Honestly, I don't think he sucks, honestly. But this was the first time ever since he's been with us, I watched him and say, you're kind of bad. Like, you're bad. He played, I don't even want to say he played that bad. I don't even think he played that bad. I think it was just certain throws that he made. Like, I think on the 2 interceptions, he keeps lofting it up to the tight end. If your receivers can't get open on a deep route, what makes you think that the tight ends are? I don't think he thinks sometimes. I think he was just frustrated that guys weren't getting open. Let's just face it. Ozzie Newsome he's doing a terrible job. He does great. He does great on defense, putting guys in place, getting guys here and there. But on offense, I'm gonna be the one to say he does a bad job on offense, getting free agents and shit like that. Especially drafting on offense. He doesn't do as good as everyone says he does. They didn't build around Joe. They didn't have guys if you look at guys look at Julian Edelman. Put Julian Edelman on anybody else's team, he's not nowhere near as good as he is. But the fact that he's been playing with Tom Brady, I want to say since 2007, 2008. Been playing with him for a long time. And if you don't have a rapport with your quarterback in 8 years, then why are you on the team? They don't build around him on offense. The offensive line, Eugene Monroe was, I thought when we first got Eugene Monroe, it was a dumb trade. Why would you get somebody from the Jaguars? Why would you trade for someone for the Jaguars? And ever since we got him, he could not stay on the field. Can't stay on the fucking field. You're a waste of money. In my eyes, you are a waste of money if you can't stay on the field. And he can't stay on the field. He's never stayed on the field. He never played a full season with us. I don't know if he played a full season in his whole career, because before we got him, I never heard of his ass. And our whole offensive, I think everybody on that offensive line is new except for Rick Wagner and Marshall Yonder. And everybody struggled. The Rams front, their front seven is legit. Like I heard stories. This is the first time I seen it like for myself. And I think Aaron Donald, the rookie of the year. I mean, I don't think he was rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year in my eyes. Like y'all probably know who I think was the rookie, defensive rookie of the year. But I can see why he was not nominated. I can see why. He hurt for a set. Was he the guy that hurt Flacco too? Some of them was like towards the end, like he started limping and shit. I don't know, but they were getting pressure on Flacco all day long. I mean, but that's nothing. That's nothing new. That's nothing new. Guys were getting pressure on Flacco. I mean, he wasn't running around as much as I expected him to do, because guys weren't getting open. It's simple as that. I think it was like one play where somebody was open, and when they were open, they were wide open. It was either, I think it was Crockett Gilmore. It was Crockett Gilmore. He had like a 49-yard reception. Like, Kamar Aiken did it, but he had a good block on that play. Got us in field goal range, kicked field goal. But the offense was so like, if we were playing anybody else, I think we'd have got blown out that game. Because the offense could not move the ball. Period. That goes back to what I've said. They should have been building around Joe. Since he was going to be your franchise player, you're supposed to have been building around him, getting guys that he's used to throwing with. The only guy that we had like that was Torrey Smith, and they didn't. And quite frankly, he got more money than I think that he deserves. But that's besides the point. Joe was used to throwing to him. They know each other, so when you supposed to re-sign that dude. If you're gonna sign Joe for 120 million, then I think you can spare Torrey Smith 40. I think he was asking for 40. Nah, 35 mil. I think they offered him 30 mil, and he took the 35 from San Fran. Extra 5 million. But I think that's more on the end of the Ravens. Because I take the highest bidder too. I mean, if they offer you 35 mil, you're not offering me 35 mil. But yeah, they should have just been building around him. You can't just put like random guys on a quarterback like Joe and think that they can just do the Tom Brady thing. No, the thing about Tom Brady in New England, they got a system. Their system is different than what we run in Baltimore. We run like a downhill. I thought it was a downhill running style. Can't run the fucking football. Even what we had for a set, we couldn't run the football. So yeah, the difference between Baltimore is like we run the ball, get the ball, play action, and what they do is Tom Brady looks for somebody 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, throws it to a running back or some shit. Doesn't throw it across the middle, doesn't do anything. He just throws it to like 5 yards across 5 yards. Boom, 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 make way down there. Then we don't do that in ball. So man, I hate critiquing them like this, even though they win. Like, it feels good to win and all, but we lost at the same point. At the same time, we lost. This feels just like a loss. Oh man, we can't match shop. Oh man, everybody who was hating on Tyrod Taylor when he was with us, bet you wish we had him now. Oh my goodness. Do I even want to look at the games now? Do I even want to look at Matt Schaub stink it up? Because he can't do worse than Flacco. And to be honest, Flacco hasn't been as bad as people make it out to be, man. I think he was like top 5 in passing yards. And looking at who he passing the ball to. I think this game, I think he had like 100. Or 299 yards and a touchdown, 2 interceptions. So yeah, do I know how it was? I think now is the time that the team is gonna get like blown out. Team isn't gonna do it. I think now is that time, cause prior to this, we've been in every game because we got some stability on both sides of the ball. We got something that's stable. Now everything's gonna all of our playmakers. God, our team is decimated. Fucking man. I knew if it came down to like if we have to get a field goal to win, we're probably gonna win. Oh, that's another thing. The field goals. Let's call it like it is. Justin Tucker hasn't been playing like himself this year. He's been missing a lot of field goals that he usually will make. But this, like, I know this game he missed 2 51-yarders, but the wind was crazy. The wind was blowing the ball all over the place, and it's just so sad. I don't know. Makes me like, alright, I'm done. Not it. Like, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff.